I'm just talking to myself for 10 minutes before. I don't know what is happening, Zoom. Okay, good evening, everybody. So I'm super excited for this because I've got two amazing boss babes on with me today. And so we're going to be talking about all things host to post. Okay, so for some of you, you might have been in a little bit. Some of you, you're just getting started within a couple weeks ago. And so we're going to talk about just what in the heck is a host to post, a HAP, HAP, whatever you might see it sometimes as, and know that that means host to post, because sometimes people are like, what does that acronym stand for? Okay, so you might see it as HAP, you might see it as host to post. So we're just going to kind of talk about, what is it? How can it be effective for your business? How can it be effective in getting, if you're especially in that time frame of getting your first 6 customers, this is going to be crucial. Okay, so I'm going to have these ladies introduce themselves real quick, and then we're going to jump right into the meat. So you've got a little, if you need to take notes, grab a pen and paper, do that real quick. And then if you're just hopping on with us, still write in the chat how long ago you got started. Alyssa, I'll just go ahead and have you unmute real quick. I think I should be, or I think I might have to unmute you. Go ahead and just quickly, share a little bit about how you got started, and then we'll hop over to Brittany.
Sounds good. So I'm Alyssa. I've been in the business now for just over 3 years, which is so crazy. And I'm a double diamond leader with the business. And I'm just so excited. I absolutely love it. Your love for the business grows the longer you are in it and the more you stay connected. And that's something I always encourage, is just get as close to the fire as you possibly can. And you'll hear people say it all the time, but the fact that you're on this training tonight is amazing, and just keep showing up. But yeah.
I forgot I muted myself. That happens, okay? You guys, it happens. Sometimes you forget you mute yourselves. Let's see if I can find her. Or Brittany, if it lets you unmute, that's fine too. No? Okay, I don't know what settings.
I think I'm unmuted now.
Okay, perfect. So just quickly introduce yourself, and then we're going to hop right into it. I'm excited for this.
Thanks for having me on. This is so fun. My name is Brittany. I've been in the business now for a little bit over a year, which is crazy. I'm currently an emerald, but this month I'm charted for double. So we're hopefully just skipping over diamond and going straight to double. And I honestly can say that is a lot to do with host to post. So I'm just super excited to be here, and welcome everyone. I know there's some people who are saying they've been joined on Monday, less than a month. You made the right decision. So welcome. This will be so fun.
I love it. Well, and I want y'all to know, because Brittany got an email that she was one of the top enrollers for last month. So in our entire company. So wouldn't you want to know tips? And she's saying, hey, this is what's working. This is what's bringing in volume. So Brittany, I'm going to jump right into it, because some people are like, okay, you guys always talk about host to post. You're saying, get these host to posts up. Like, what in the heck is a host to post? Because there's some people that have just gotten started on Monday, and maybe they're like, okay, like I'm starting to just figure out the products, and now you're telling me how to do this. Like, what's the most effective way, and what is it even?
So an easy way to explain host to post is when you get your network to post on their wall for you, either about a product, about the opportunity, or about your giveaway. And my favorite part about host to post, you're going to hear a million times, 6 list, 6 list, 6 list, do your 6 lists until you're blue in the face. And host to post kind of incorporates all of your 6 lists in one activity, because you're adding to your network, you're posting to your wall, you're interacting, you're probably signing customers and distributors. And honestly, I would say like 95 or 99% of my business is built just from people that I meet on host to post. Either they were added to my network and eventually signed up from a giveaway post or a product post, or they sign right on the spot. So host to post is when other people post on their wall for you about your business.
Okay, so host to post, where, let's say somebody's just getting started. I'm going to put 2 message examples in the chat. I think, well, they just went to the waiting room. Are they in? Dang it, I will copy them and paste them again. I'm like, I don't know where this waiting room is. This is crazy. But these are 2 messages that you can send out, because essentially, if you're participating, is it popping up or no?
No.
There we go. Okay. Oh, it posted twice. or maybe 3 times, who knows? Okay, so there is a series of 2 messages that you can start to use. And so essentially what you're doing is, maybe you're coming up with that list of people that you already know are going to be interested in the products or the business as you're going through those training videos. And then maybe you've got some friends and family that, maybe they'll just support you or love on you, or maybe it's time to just jump right into your Facebook network, because sometimes, the people that love you the most, they might be the ones that are like, you're crazy, what's going on? Like, some of you guys might have gotten that. Like, I know people are like, was your Facebook hacked? And that's totally fine. It's totally normal. We all go through it. Okay. But this is a great way to start asking friends on social media and saying, hey, if you do me a favor, I can either put you into our giveaway. So you guys will see that on the 2020 focus page. It'll say April giveaway. Or you can just say, hey, and especially if you're getting started, now maybe it's, if you're signing up, we don't want to. Okay, there we go. Maybe you're seeing somebody like, you can start to ask them about that. Maybe start tapping into their network and who's going, who's doing what. But this is a great way to just start going through friends and family lists, going through your Facebook list and just saying, hey, like, if you do me a favor, I've got one of my sampler packs or my digital credits, and that maybe you sign a couple customers from that, you can send them a sampler pack. So that's also introducing them to the product. So there's 2 messages. So let's take a minute real quick, and I want you to send out this message to 10 people on Facebook right now. Pick one of the 2 and send it out right now. So we're going to go ahead and start working on that, because, and even Brittany, I know you had another message example, so you can put that in the chat too. So take these, save them to your notes too, because this isn't something that's just going to happen today. This is going to be something that continues over time. So I will tell y'all, I posted about giveaways and stuff, and this is just an example on how powerful it is. And the biggest thing with host to post you're going to hear is just that consistency every single day and doing it every single day and the benefits. But I had one girl that posted for me today, and I've been doing host to post for a while, but I have one girl that posted for me, and I haven't even messaged all the comments, but I've already signed 3 customers today from it, and I have 3 more that are getting ready to be put in. So there's so much potential. So listen to all of this, do the things, because I promise you it will work. You just have to stick with it. So take some time. We'll do that. And then Brittany shared a couple more messages. So these are great things that you can use tomorrow, the next day, and start doing that. And then we'll jump over to you, Alyssa, in just a second. And I always joke, I'm like, y'all, we need some like awkward elevator music in the background, because nobody wants me to sing. It's not pretty. I might have many talents, but singing is not one of them. So it is what it is. Or even if you're not sure, going through your Facebook, one thing that I like to do is I call it an ABC challenge, okay? So maybe it's going to your Facebook, and the cool way that you can do this, go to your Facebook. If you go to your actual profile, and then you go to your friends list, find friend, or where's it at? Yeah, see all friends. It puts it in alphabetical order for you. So maybe, today you're going to message 10 people that start with the letter A. You could message one of these. And then tomorrow might be B. And then the next day might be C. I know if you just go to friends on the side tab, it will not do that. But if you go to your actual page, do that. So maybe it's doing the ABC challenge, 10 messages. If you want to up it, you can do 15, 20, whatever works best for you. But I would say start getting out those, because you're going to want to start getting host to post up daily. Okay. Alyssa, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you real quick. Hold on. Did it work? Okay. So somebody's just getting started and they are like, okay, like I'm starting to message, and, I talked a little bit about the consistency and how that can go, but will you talk about kind of just like the breakdown of like what happens? Okay. Like I've gotten somebody to post for me. Now what? Will you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Okay. So organization in this is going to be your absolute best friend. And I'm a nerd when it comes to tracking my progress as well, because it's really easy to feel like you're working really hard and not seeing results until you look down and be like, okay, I've just done a lot of scrolling today. I like to call it the scroll haul. So I do use a binder method. And so every single time someone posts for me, they're going in my binder. And my goal is to have 8 product posts up a day and 2 giveaway posts. So when you have someone posting about a giveaway for you, so I think most of you are probably in the 2020 focus page, and we have a giveaway going on every single week, and it's literally the easiest way to ask people to post for you, because it's not awkward when someone is potentially getting something out of it. It's not just a, hey, can you throw this up for me? I find for my friends anyways, they're a lot more like, sure, like why not have the chance, especially right now when the world is crazy. So once someone posts for you, what you're going to do is please put it down on pen and paper, or however you like to stay organized. For me, pen and paper is the way that I have to do it. But also there's a great tab on your Facebook, your collections tab. And I do all my host to post through Facebook, unless it's a business opportunity, and I do that in stories on my Instagram. So I do it a little bit differently. I'm just kind of assessing where things are at. But the way to track this, so once someone officially posts for you, go to their post on Facebook. And if you don't know how to do this, I'm just going to show you guys quickly how to do it. This is just the first post that popped up on my feed, so I'm just going to show you guys. So in the top right corner, there's going to be 3 circles. And if you click on it, it's going to say Save Post. So say if this is the person who posted for you, you're going to click Save Post and create a new collection. So it doesn't have to be a new collection for each person. I like to do it month by month. So right now that person will get added to my April collections. Yes, it's April. Okay. This year is just too weird. I don't even know. But when you're going to do follow-ups, that just makes your life so much easier, instead of going through your list on your book and then trying to find out where that person posted on their feed. Because if these people, they're bored, they're home, they're not working, they're probably posting a lot more than usual. So save some time from having to scroll through their feed. So when you do see it, all you have to do, or when you're ready to go follow up and see if anybody's commented, liked the post, whatever, you're just going to click on the 3 lines at the bottom of your page. It's going to say saved right here. You're going to click on saved, and it's going to have your collections all right there. And you can just click on each and go through them just to make sure that you're following up with absolutely everybody. You don't want anybody slipping through the cracks. And until I started doing this method, I realized a lot of people slip through the cracks for me. So organization is key. Now, once people do start posting for you and you're checking in on it, always make sure that you're messaging people that like the post and people that comment on the post. Is that answering your question, Erin?
Yeah, and I'm going to share too in our chat. So I got this from Amy Spence because I'm like, I want to print it off. And I loved her method because it literally says product, potential, and our distributor post, and then giveaway. And then her method is, if somebody says like, oh yes, I'll do it, you write their name down, but then you go back and highlight it once they've actually posted it. And so that has really been crucial, because let's say in a couple days, because I am pen and paper, like when it comes to that kind of stuff, like, trying to do certain things. So I write it down on that. And I'll put this in pages and stuff, so that way you guys can print them out and use them, or you can use a notebook. It does not matter. But utilizing that system, and then let's say like I'm going through my host to post, kind of double checking comments and stuff. And then I see, oh, like Sarah said that she was going to post, but she hasn't quite done that yet. Let me message her and make sure, like, hey girl, I know you wanted to get that additional entry into the giveaway. Did you have a chance to get that post up? So, there's multiple ways to do it. So whatever works best for you. So again, people are, I love it. Somebody just said, I've already sent out 6 so far and I got 4 yeses. Heck yes. So if you're getting yeses already, put it in the chat too, because we all want to see that as well. But I'll hand it back to you, because it is, so people are starting to say yes, and, keeping it organized is crucial, because again, it's going to take that time of just duplicating it every single day, but it is so simple. It's just, it's essentially asking friends and family, put something up on their wall for you, and it's going to be about a product or a business. So people are like, yeah, I'll do that. So then what? Oh, I didn't realize you muted yourself. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's like, I can't unmute myself. Oh no. Yes. Okay. So once you get to the point where you've highlighted people and you're in conversations, again, I just keep everything. I'll show you my binder. So mine looks a little bit different than Erin's. I think this was a Rachel Jones print off. I don't remember. But again, you're highlighting when people are posting. These boxes are numbered on mine. Sometimes if I remember, I will put a customer's name in there if I sign it through that host to post. I haven't been doing that. I've more so just been checking off the box if I'm getting good potentials from that. And if it's a dud, I'm just kind of Xing it just so I remember for next time. But on the other flip side, and this is where it gets fun, is I write down all the potentials from that day from those host to posts, and then I highlight the people who actually signed, and then I put the product that they ordered that day, because for me it's just easy to flip back and forth for my follow-ups after that as well. And it makes life really easy when you have crazy sales going on and you're like, okay, they were interested in this or they purchased this, and now I can go contact all of those potentials who didn't sign and who did sign. It like what Britt said, it's kind of, you're doing all your work at once. It's your follow-up binder, it's your hosted post binder, it's absolutely everything.
Well, and I think that the cool thing is because, you know, as you start to get into this, you know, you're going to hear your sponsor, your enroller, you know, you have an initial warm market when you first get started. So that's going to be those friends and family, you know, those kind of close people. And then you're going to have kind of like, I like to say like a cooler market before cold. And that might be some, you know, Facebook acquaintances and stuff like that. That's who you're going to start with when it comes to this host to post. And then you're going to have a cold market where you feel like, okay, I've talked to everybody. So this is, and we're going to say, hey, it's time to like start adding to your network through common interest things. But this is an awesome way to be adding to your network already on top of that. So you're starting off building that success and doing it every single day. So Britt, I know that you are going to share some like layout examples because people are like, okay, that's cool. People are saying yes, now what? So what would you say, like that next conversation, like what are you having people put up on their wall? And then how do you message those people that do comment? I need to unmute you. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I wrote them down just so you guys can save them, because I know when I first started, that was so helpful for me to not have to reinvent the wheel, because you don't have to. So once someone says, yes, no problem, and there's actually two ways that you can get people or you can ask people to post for you. The first way is by messaging them. Obviously, you have those messages, but the second way is by putting a post on your wall that engages them. So be creative, do something that is totally you and fun, but one, like, do you like your coffee iced or do you like it hot? Let me know for an entry into my giveaway. So those are the two ways that you can get people to be interested in your giveaway in the first place. Once they say, yes, I want an entry, I say, great, super easy. All you have to do is post to your wall for me. And I can definitely, maybe I'll put them in after so I don't have to multitask. But I say, great, all you have to do is post your wall for me. And they say, awesome, no problem. And then I'm going to give them one of 3 posts. These are the only ones I've done for the past 2 months. And anytime I try anything else out, it's a dud. So I'm just going to share the ones that work for me. The first one is a TFX post, and it's a product reviewer post. The second one is a giveaway post. And the third one is hair, skin, and nails. If there's any young people that are, I'm a young person, so anyone my age, probably I'm going to say, hey, can you post hair, skin, and nails? Then for anyone else in my network, I'm going to ask them about TFX. And anyone who has a killer page, I'm going to get them to post about the giveaway. So I send them that post and say, just let me know when you post so I can confirm your entry. And then once they post on their wall, I'm going to go save it to my collections, like Alyssa said, just so you do not miss anyone. That's super important too, to say, great, I saw it, or like, thank you, or whatever, just so when you're going through your messages, you know that everyone was good and it's up. So now that post is out for everyone to see. The first thing I go and do is love the post, and then depending on what kind of post it is, if it's a TFX, I go and put a before and after photo in the comments, and then I leave it. Most of the time, I don't get them to tag me. It just says my friend Brittany, and people comment from there. So once people comment, I go and love their post, and then I add them as a friend. The reason for this is if you start messaging a whole bunch of people that isn't your friend or that aren't your friends, you're going to get blocked. So make sure that you add them as your friends first. Now, if they are not seeing your friend request, it is not a problem to just message on their comment and say, hey, I just sent you a friend request. Once you accept it, I'll send you some info. So then from there, I go into talking to them about information. But that's kind of my like simple steps, and I can copy them right now so that we can all have them.
So you have these couple different ones. And again, you know, like the thing with host to post, and something that I've realized, because we've been doing host to post for like a year to 2 years now, is you're just going to figure out certain things that work. Okay. And it comes to different posts. So like Britt said, you know, it might be hair, skin, and nails for if you have like a younger person, you know, that somebody that's not old like we are over here, you know, those kind of things where I'm like, oh, you're like my baby sister's age. It's not fun. You know, just those kind of things. So you're going to figure out what post works best. And I do love, and I'll share in the chat too, you know, the posts that I have people share, because I love it when it comes to like TFX or something like that, because you can, it always gives you the opportunity to upsell. Okay. And so if you just got started, especially for that person that you saw that started on Monday, you're not going to know what in the heck to say. And that's okay. All we're doing is asking you to simply just start the process of start getting people to post on their wall, and your sponsor, your enroller, or even their upline, if they just got started, they're going to be able to help guide you in those conversations. So I'm always like, screenshot me so I can see it, because typically these conversations can go very similar. And you're going to learn that rhythm of different things. So I will put in the chat kind of what I would kind of say to somebody. But, you know, for example, I had the girl post and it was like, testers needed, anybody looking to lose weight before summer or something like that. And a ton of people commented. So I always do what Britt said, add them as a friend, and then I message them, and then I'll go back to the comment and I say, hey, I added you as a friend so that way you can see my message. And so that way they're already like going to look for it. They know what to do. And then, you know, I'm saying, hey, I saw your comment on so-and-so's post. Are you interested in learning more? Yes. And then it's the same couple blurbs over and over and over again. And so that's the big thing. The hardest part of this is just going to be the consistency over time, because it's going to take, you know, and you might message people and you might have 10 people post for you and nobody comments, and that's okay, because it happens every single day. But the more that you're doing it, you're going to find that one person that, like today, you know, I still have to go back and go through all those comments, because when I last looked, it was like 36. So that's, you know, tons of people to be reaching out to. That's going to give me that follow-up list. So Alyssa, I'm going to hop back over to you to kind of share, and then Britt, I'll come back to you to close this out. Unmute you. I told you guys singing is not my thing. Okay, so everybody is messaging. You know, you took those messages that we sent and people are getting some yeses, and they're using these messages and they're saying, okay, like you're going to post, you know, what would be like your biggest tip, or, you know, something that you feel is super effective when it comes to host to post, especially if you're just getting started, because I know it can seem overwhelming. I know it can seem crazy. So what would be like your biggest tip as far as everything goes?
Biggest tip it's different for personalities, I would say, for sure. But if you're someone who's more on the timid side, start smaller. All of us are talking about doing 10 a day. Work your way up. I get my newbies to do 5. If they blaze through 5, they're going to do 10. But if you feel like your heart is just pounding and it's freaking you out, then just start with 5. But just work your way up. Consistency is going to be the biggest thing. Don't let the fear of all of it just hold you back from doing it, because honestly, the majority of probably every single leader in the business, the way that we all sign our loyal customers these days is through host to post. And just having, I think, yeah, it's definitely Jade Hooper who said it, but just realizing everybody on your friends list has a purpose, whether it's doing a host to post for you, becoming a business partner, or potentially becoming a customer. Just think of it that way. You're now running a business, and just have fun with it. Just start tracking everything you're doing and just have fun with it. Don't take yourself too seriously, and just stay close to your upline. Find another newbie you can run with as well, or someone where you want to be, And I know like with Britt and I and a bunch of our girls are on here tonight, we get together every single morning and do power hours together because we're all home. It's quarantine time. So find some people or find a Zoom that happens consistently. I know Cami does host a post Zoom every single day as well. Just jump on if you need someone to hold you accountable.
I love it. Okay, so I put in my chat, okay, somebody's, Brianna, I'm hoping that's how you say it. Message 15 friends and she already has 3 yeses. People are getting responses. So that's the thing is you just have to start somewhere. You just have to start somewhere. So I like the ABC challenge. If you haven't gone through your Facebook list, it makes it super simple. That way you can just go, okay, I'm gonna message 10 people that begin with A, see what happens. If you get crazy, message 5 more. Like, what else are you gonna do? We're all sitting at home, okay? And people are on their phones. People are on their phones. Like, it is absolutely insane. Okay, so in the comments, I'm going to put the last part, but this is something that I would, like the testers needed, that would be something that I would have somebody post on their wall. Somebody comments, and again, I message them, like I said, and then I'm going to say, it's called Thermofite X, blah, 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 and then you'll see the next part, and then when I'm messaging that person, I'm like, hey, and by the way, a lot of my clients are partnering this with Carb Control. If you want to go ahead and upgrade for an extra little bit, you can take advantage of our pick 2, and every single customer today has signed up with at least 1 or 2 pick 2s. Okay, so Thermofite X and weight loss, it gives you so much room, but that's something that your sponsor can help you with. You know, so these are all going to be guides. If you feel like, I don't know what to say, stop, screenshot it, and your sponsor can help you. Okay, so Britt, I'm going to come over to you real quick and just share, you know, because obviously you were a top enroller with this. So what do you think the most crucial piece to, you know, how many customers did you even sign last month? Let's talk about
I wish
that.
I could tell you. I don't even know. I was asking Alyssa today. I was like, how do I find that? I didn't write them all down. It's got to be over 40, but I have no idea.
Over 40 customers is what she said. Okay. Drop a 1 in the chat if you'd like to sign over 40 customers. Okay. And especially during this time, you know, if you're worried about people spending money, different things, I can guarantee you people are spending money. Okay. Mm-hmm. People are spending money. Yeah. One, all the ones. Okay. So over 40 customers she signed. So what do you think the biggest piece to that was? You know, is there something that you like, did you just have to like make your mind up and say, okay, like I'm committing to this? Like what was it that you think was a crucial piece to that success?
I think a big thing, you're going to hear this a million times. All of the top income earners say it a million times. You just decide and it happens. And I know that sounds like the most cliche thing you could possibly imagine, but it's true. And I think right now with everything going on, well, always, we have products that people need. And we're in a business that people need this. So don't go tiptoeing around being like, hey, would you possibly mind maybe being entered into a $200 draw? That's not embarrassing to ask. It's, hey, do you want a chance to win some money? So I think it's just the mindset of people need this. It's so cool that we get to give back. It's an amazing way to grow your network. And you never know who is going to see it at the right time, and you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So I think just getting out of my own way and just saying, no, I need to do this, and people need these products and they need this business. And once I made that decision, they just come at you. Also, another thing that I think is huge is don't waste your time going through seeing how many people didn't read your messages or seeing how many people didn't post for you. Your why needs to be bigger than your fear of what other people think. And I say this a million times, but if your why is I want $200, think why do you want $200, and then go all the way to, well, because I want to have this massive life and do all these things. And if that is your reason, you're going to send out host to post like it's no big deal. But if your reason is I want $200, you don't have $200 now, so it's not going to be enough for you to go there. So make your why huge and yeah, just go for it and it'll work.
I love it. Well, and if, you know, I know some of them were on with me on Tuesday, and that's what we broke down was literally our why, because you have like a surface level reason that you say what's driving you, what's pushing you, but then there's like, okay, what's really going to make me get out of bed? You know, I chatted with Cami today and she's like, how are you still getting out of bed at 4:30? I'm like, because when all of this craziness happens, I need my life, like my routine to go back. So I still get up at 4:30. I go out to my garage and I work out because that is like what saves my sanity. So, you know, it's those commitments to whatever. So decide tonight. So as we're hopping off, I wanted to challenge you. If you didn't get out those 10 messages, get them out. You guys have got the text, you've got the flow of conversations that are going. We'll get these all in the team pages as well. If for some reason we miss it, please reach out and message. But it can be so simple. It can be so simple. It's just a matter of asking enough people time and time again. So don't just do it one day and then you don't get you don't get any more out tomorrow. It's going to be over and over and over again. Yes, we will get them in the team chat, so do not worry about, or the team pages, do not worry about that. They will all be there. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Power 30. I know that was incredible. Got me fired up and like ready to go message some more for some host to post. If you're looking for more ways to, have some guided work, we are hosting tons of power hours. So check your team page. There's different opportunities that you can go ahead and plug in, and it may not be like a training as much as this, but it might be guided tasks that are saying, hey, we're going to spend time doing this. So that is another great opportunity, because again, if you need those directed hours, hop onto that. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great night, and thank you, Britt and Alyssa. I just appreciate y'all, and I'm excited for what is going to come the rest of this month. So we're going to hop off, but I will see y'all next Tuesday, same time, different topic. Bye, y'all.
Bye.